Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, respected professors and colleagues, proud parents, and my fellow graduates. Shalom Alaikum, and welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2025. My name is Yohana Al-Zebbareea, and today I have encompassed most of my life in a short format that I would like to call Finding the Way. Everyone tells me that life is all about finding the way forward, that if I just follow the way, the right way, I'll be fine. But I never had a way forward, and it never had a clear path for me from the start. My story is about losing my way over and over again, stumbling on different paths that I was not meant to take. And every time I had to take it, it came with me packing my memories into bags and leaving behind every place that for once, for a short little period of time, felt like home. The beginning felt like all new beginnings, filled with hope and life, an oblivious kid who knew nothing of life. As a kid, I used to find myself in large crowds and gatherings. One in particular that I remember was in my home. I did not know why there were so many people, so I just started playing around. I later found out that that gathering I was playing in was my late uncle's funeral, who had been kidnapped. No wonder my father's face was always looking tired. What I didn't know back then was that this wasn't the first tragedy he had faced. He had already watched his other brother die in front of his eyes. I thought, this is the place I'd stay, but I was wrong. We escaped under threat, running for our lives. We settled in a nearby town, started fresh again. New life, new faces, new opportunities. I thought, this is the place I'd stay, but I was wrong. We escaped to a big city this time, and we stayed in that city for a while. And at that time, I had seen my parents' faces grow weary. Compared to what they were once, in my head, the image of two giants that nothing could ever topple down. My heroes, even. Slowly, that facade in my head started to fade, and their lives started to become more stressful by the day. As a result, my father suffered a stroke and lost the ability to speak, read, and write. The man I once knew to read books, write songs, and poetry, now suddenly couldn't even utter a word. I thought, this is the place I'd stay, but I was wrong. We moved abroad this time, searching for a better life, and yet again, this felt very different. It was not the same. This was not where I belonged. This place could never be home. And yet I thought, this is the place I'd stay. But I was wrong. We came back and started a new life in Erbil. We started working again on making this place a home. At the time, I did not have the belief that creating a new home could be done once more. Hardships were met. Every day, watching my mother struggle along with my brothers trying to make a living to keep the family afloat, such as my brother, who risked his life by going to Mosul in the battle against ISIS. He was gone for a while, and every day my mother would fall asleep with her prayer beads in her hands, praying for his safe return, as sometimes we would go weeks without hearing from him. But then, hope started to resurface, and an opportunity started to arise. I got awarded a scholarship from Aid to the Church in Need to study in the Catholic University in Erbil. Things were starting to look up, finally. Slowly, Erbil was starting to become a home. And I can with full confidence tell you, I thought this is the place I'd stay. And this time, I was right. I have found my home here with the help of the Catholic University in Erbil and my family at ACN. But not only that, I also got the chance to work at the university, and every day that I come into work, I am giving back to the family that welcomed me when I most needed them. I need you all to know that we are the people who beat all the odds, and I am here standing before my family and friends as a testament to that. Ladies and gentlemen, the point of this speech is not to showcase my story, but to show you that many people have gone through the same or worse circumstances. Yet here they stand with me, being celebrated for their hard work. I want to tell you that the way forward is rarely straight. I used to think that the way forward meant knowing where I was going, but now I know that the way is made by walking. Every time when you don't know what's ahead, finding your way is built from every wrong turn, every struggle, every fresh start, and in my case, every goodbye. Every time I lost a home, I found a new version of myself, and every place I had to leave taught me how to stand taller when I arrived somewhere new. Today, as we graduate, we don't stand here as people who always knew how to find their way. We stand here as people who walked it anyway, through uncertainty, through change, and through struggle. It made us stronger, more resilient, and unstoppable. And there is one thing I now know: no matter how many times the road disappears, we can always find a new one and go forward. And maybe that's finding the way home. I want to thank the Catholic University in Erbil, and thank ACN, and thank you to everyone who helped us find our way home. And last but not least, congratulations to the class of 2025. We did it together, and I want to congratulate everyone standing here with me today. Thank you all.